session. It was this close. Washington came off a season high, but California had a program record to outdistance them. A little bit disappointing for Washington. 13s.
And a great start to this competition. But it's going to come down to those landings, so they've got to be clean. Dee Davis starts her tumbling series. One of the requirements, 2 back handsprings, lay out, step out, a little off to the left, but she did exactly what she needed to regroup, and you can see her take a deep breath. Balance beam.
Says beam is her favorite event, and the quote right in the middle of her routine.
Yeah, and that's tough. Remember, there are 6 athletes up, but they do count 5 scores. So for this lineup, when I talk to the coaches, you know, they have made a lot of changes to this team. They feel really good about the improvements. In fact, 3 of the 6 routines performed in this competition are new to the line. A solid finish there, fighting her way through to the end.
This season, she had 3 straight season-high 9.85s, and her all-time best at 9.875 came at the Pac-12 Championships last year.
You mentioned this is the first time Pac-12 is on a podium. Quite often, it's in their performance. It can make the floor bouncier, which then can challenge the landings. So the goal is to go for that amplitude, but stay in control and in bounds.
For the most part,
loved the podium. Absolutely, gave me a little extra bounce, which gave me more amplitude and height. Yeah, you know, it's just tough to regroup, especially when that first person up makes a major mistake. That's what's so important about the leadoff. You know, you hear coaches say it's all about out. Chest was forward just a little bit, so she had to take a small hop at the full. Good for her.
Opening beam, but this is a different world for her. She has the ability to hit the mid 9.8s. Season high at 9.85 against California, so a chance to redeem herself immediately.
I was downstairs in my hotel earlier, and I'm sitting around with all these Arizona people, and I said, are you guys family? And sure enough, it was Sydney's family.
Fast the 4 years was, if you look over their shoulder at their parents, it went even faster for them, and not just those 4 years, but the 18 years, right? Getting them to college, the
front full, dancing out of it.
John Court, head coach in the background, always a positive guy, big smile and applause. Enjoyed it. He just talked to me about gymnastics. I kept junior from Parkland, Florida.
When I talked to John Court about this team, he said, you know, we've made steady improvements. We still have a long way to go, but he's really proud of how far this team has come. They're pretty balanced. They have 7 upperclassmen, 8 underclassmen, and that means good news for the future, right? As you lose those upperclassmen, you have experienced lowerclassmen to fill those shoes.
John Court's in his 2nd year as the head coach, but he's in his 21st year. Alice to rescue the rotation.
This is a great event for Justine. She's ranked 33rd. She's been in the balance beam lineup her entire time at Arizona State. She's snapping those arms down on the jump combination. I talk about it all the time on the balance beam. The key to being great at it is obviously training and practice. They came through the back part. She started this routine, unique mount, balancing, and then watch this, showcasing her. Beautiful.
Well, I think this area
for this team, remember they had that rough open rotation on.
they've forgotten it already, and that's a testament to John Court and his staff.
Rolled, or if she hurt in the air, and you have to wonder if that just affected the landing, but that left foot when
Around 4 times. You know, it's that top end score that Washington's missing right now, so they're not going to use it as an excuse. But
the score for Udowich was a 9.55, so not the way they want to.
It just shows you that margin for error that Udowich on that final tumbling pass has the left foot just kind of slip out, and because of that, a 9.55, so that means Arizona State wants to lead the number behind, so they have to go 5 for 5, just like we saw them on beam having to go 4 for 4 at the back end of the rotation. Putting pressure on themselves.
Unique element there. Switch leg down to the floor. We saw Heather perform at the end of her routine, but a better landing there. Nice routine. Light on the landing, but nice posture, good.
Like, how about Corinne Belkoff with a 9.9? And we shouldn't be surprised because her last 4 of the season.
She has a fun floor routine, good energy.
Today.
Beautiful landing there. Double tuck way in the air, opened it out, landed in a perfect position. Front combination, front layout half. Showing off flexibility too, that's a key part on the floor exercise. Double pike. That is a great routine for Jess.
And the coaches, because they do it together.
Thanks, John. Jim?
It only took about 45 seconds to understand why we like John Court's
Staff, they said it's all about landings for us, and that's lineup. They only have 5 layout fulls, so these vaults start only from a 9.95, so even if they're perfect, that's the max score. So it's all about form in the air, layout.
Inford.
Took power on the lead pass as well. This has been a great routine.
Right now the lead for Stanford is .1.
For this Arizona State team.